Hi everybody, welcome to week 4 of the course here. Let me get into my weekly topic, self-discipline. Self-discipline sometimes is confused with a lot of other things, and in life, sometimes we kind of lose track of things. I always use the running analogies. I got the runner here on the beach because I use them as examples of self-discipline. Running, unlike a lot of other sports, is something that's a 365-day thing. They don't take a season off or or weeks, and it's an everyday thing. So that's where self-discipline comes in our lives. Be it school, work, family. You got all these things going on, and sometimes we're not very disciplined. If you find yourself like behind on school or not getting things done at work or whatever the case is, there's lots of things going on, but uh, everyone is a leader, and that's how I'm segueing here about leadership. We associate a lot of things with someone telling us what to do, or there's a boss and they give us our tasks. But how we do those tasks are up to us sometimes. And so that's where I come up with this. Everyone is a leader. You may not be in charge of others, um, but you are in charge of yourself. So if you find yourself having problems keeping up or whatever, getting things done, be it schoolwork or whatever, you are in charge of that. Myself, for example, when I started doing my PhD, I very quickly found out that, hey, there's not enough time in the day, so therefore I have to reorganize. And there's some things I probably have to cut out, which I did, and so that's the point there is, you're in charge of your own life, your own schedule. I got the happy clock here, being in charge of your own clock, and at the same time, but you have to make, to be in charge of that, you have to have self-discipline, you have to practice time management, and just be in charge of yourself. And when you don't take charge of your own life, you won't get the results you want. And with that, you may have seen this little quote here before: don't be upset by the results you didn't get with the work you didn't do. And you must have self-discipline. Again, I'm using kids as an example, doing practicing to be runners and but like I said earlier, when people who run, when they get older, it's a discipline, and you have to instill the self-discipline in yourself. And regardless of the day, the time, the weather, be it snow or rain or whatever the case, or the heat. I use runners. They still go out and do it, and that's what we have to do. As regardless of what it is we're talking about, whether it's school or something else, uh, you know, you just have to have a hatred for failure. If you find yourself not getting things done when you want to do it, um, you got to feel bad about that. You got to hate that. You got to have hatred for settling, hatred for not doing your best. Uh, if you do put in 100% and you did your best, then be proud of your results. I mean, um, whatever those results may be. If you know in your heart, hey, you gave it 100%, and you're not capable of putting any more, okay. But if you did not, then don't complain about it. Don't make excuses. There's just different things with doing habits. You got to develop habits. There's also this saying here about past behavior is the best predictor of future behavior, and that is very true. I mean, behavior can be changed. We can pick up new routines, do things different. Hey, do it. Do something. You might have been doing something for years, and then suddenly somebody points out something and say, "Oh, I didn't know I could just do that." So there's different things. Me as a teacher, I have students that are with me for 1 to 4 years. Some of them 5. It just depends on what we're talking about. And normally, uh, the performance of a student in one term, in one course, the following term is pretty much the same. Um, I'll have conversations sometimes with students about, where they're having struggling, and in some of these videos even about, hey, you got to change the way you do things. Otherwise, it'll be the same thing every time. Whether it be you don't finish a course, you don't finish schoolwork every week like you're supposed to, and this can apply to your life too. You may know the movie this little clip is out of. If you don't, it's called Office Space. So that's a good example there. But anyway, that's my point. Is you got to change your behavior, develop positive habits, self-discipline, self-management, willpower, focus, and be your boss. Don't let things boss you. You be the boss. And with self-discipline, you can achieve your goals. All right, Jamie, into week 4 here, so I'll keep this part short. And you've got three, I think three chapters this week. Have to do with, microblogging, discussion boards, and mobile computing. So everything I'm seeing from you, it sounds like you got a handle on this social media stuff. So, I'll just leave it there and just keep doing what you've been doing. Now you're doing great. So, got my test question here. There it is. All right. So there's the test question for you. Okay. All right. And so I'll let you go. All right. Just get in touch if you need something. Okay. Take care.